Ronmei. A name that's both new and familiar.
I thought member 4, Pokakakamon.
You're back!
Of course!
It's a special Madame Ronmei.
I took her to see. I don't get it.
I heard Miss Ronmei like...
Of course!
Miss Ron...
She just wanted. Anyway, what?
I'm not...
There's someone next to the railway platform. Could she be...
I have a feeling we're on the right track.
I'll check the data when I get back.
Hello. I hope I didn't startle you. This is a work habit of mine. Using touch to open my senses and letting the details of your biological existence flood into my brain helps me understand your construction as a living organism. Such is the basis of deconstruction and reconstruction. Do not be concerned. You are very healthy. In fact, impeccably so. A perfect experimental specimen. I like perfect experimental specimens. Yes, I'm happy to meet you too. We've met. I expect the view. I don't usually go in and out of the space station, and only discovered today that it was blessed with such calm, open views. It is a wonderful fit for the sweet fragrance of lotus leaves, plum. Come here. Look, the blue planet is directly below us. It is so full of life. This dessert is very delicious. Here, take half. You don't like it? Delicious dessert. I hope you like it too. So, what do you think? I can certainly prepare more for you. An outstanding dessert. 10 grams of cubed sugar, 1 dried and salt-preserved plum blossom. Unfortunately, there are still too many people in the space station. The clamor is not fitting for desserts. By the way, do you remember what my research is?
No. My research area is short... Huh? What's going on?
But remember, you'll be full of weaknesses that other... Let's try again.
The dessert was Why?
You come and have a walk with me. As the masses depart, there's an enveloping calm here. Just like in the no man's land I've ventured to in the past. Can you imagine a completely lifeless world? From there, you can glimpse the stars that lie at the very edge of the horizon. Following its celestial trajectory, the Great Teal Star illuminates an endless... sea of white across both the sky and land. My mother and I navigated calm glaciers, looking for signs of life on that world. and encountered many bizarre phenomena. It was like finding the single correct piece in a mountain of jigsaw pieces. The process was convoluted and unimaginably difficult, but it was touching and enthralling as well. My apologies. It appears my words have left you perplexed. Please, don't be on edge. I bear no ill will. I haven't interfered with your linguistic faculties. Such an act would be impolite. I merely made a minor adjustment. A few days ago, I find therefore, treat it as a I can also reward. Then I'll grant you a surge of creativity in my imagination. I don't know where it went. Moreover, I do not wish for her to. The researchers, I entrust this to you.
Where there are people, there is noise.
What? A place where the space station stores... Why would anyone want to know? I'm not doing any private... I'm not hot. I won't talk. Oh, that. If you want to solve the problem, go check...
There are so many people. This seems to be the place.
Hey, guess what let's give it a shot. Yikes.
Ron May, but
Never.
Molten cheese? What's our slogan to?
Our creed. Oh, praise. Oh, let me Sin, you need to plaster heart.
So is the...
I am humbled to meet the molten... What are you frozen in place for?
Wakaka! That was way too...
Oh! Molten cheese top. Molten cheese top. There's a kind of attack. Hey, you! Yes! Good! You see, they both hope to receive... You need to... Love from the crew. I don't know. Remember, as long as... Oh?
You're here. Herta called Screwlimonite, and now? I don't want... Just in case, help me. Alright, let's go.
Hi, Ron May. I've been waiting for you. Oh, you're here too? Looks like you two have become quite friendly.
It's good to see you, sir. Affirmation. This reunion has happened earlier than my calculations predicted.
Though you weren't invited, I welcome you to remember this historical moment. How long has it been since 3 geniuses were in the same room together? And how long will we have to wait for it to happen again?
Affirmative. Discounting our discussions on the simulated universe, our interactions are scarce. I look...
Let me get straight to the point. I think it's time to find another partner for the simulated universe.
You wish to kick Steven out?
No, of course not. Steven doesn't want to get involved and voted to abstain. Oh, whatever. Look, I respect the way people want to live, but he doesn't have the chance to be involved in this decision-making anymore.
Question. Are we introducing a 5th partner for the simulated universe?
Yes, a 5th genius. The reason for our gathering is clear to everyone present. What else could prompt such a gathering of brilliant minds except for the answer? No one can refuse the secret of the eons. Not even Xandar. We'll definitely get a response.
What if the responder is Polka Kakamond?
That'd be great! Hey, Lord of Silence, are you listening? I'm member number 83, Herta, and I want to meet you. I believe you and I will have a lot to talk about.
It's unlikely we'll hear from Polka Kakamond. She's been off the grid for quite some time. Probability, member number 64, Dr. Primitive, may appear.
That's a hard pass. Given Dr. Primitive's shady research practices and his tussle with the Galaxy Rangers, the IPC will surely turn this into a media circus. He can get lost. I'd prefer it if the simulated universe remained scandal-free. What about you, Chingtu? Are you still in touch with her, Ronmei? Is she still alive?
Can we ask him to leave if we are to discuss this topic? The process will be long and boring. There's no need to take up other people's time.
Of course! You brought him in after all. It's up to you.
All right. Let me walk you out.
And what the heck is this?
Seems like a programming error.
Oh, this brat.
The simulated universe is my home. I'm speaking nonsense again.
It's probably an isolated glitch.
Fine. I'm used to turning a blind eye to these things. It makes life easier. I am curious, though. Are you gonna keep it, Ronmei?
I probably will. Records indicate he likes this occurrence.
All right, I agree. As long as it helps you with your research, you can do whatever you want.
Come along. I'll see you out. It appears I was overthinking things. Impulsive behavior is pretty characteristic of her after all. Thankfully, it was just a minor scare. Still, meetings give me such a headache. It seems I'll have to stay put for a while. I see that you've recovered the life form in the master control zone. Thank you. Well done. No, you misunderstand. While Herta is tied up in meetings, you might find it more convenient to roam the space station. There's some things that I must tell you now. If I wait for the meeting to finish, then it might be too late. The retrieval of my life forms isn't complete yet. There's more than just one, and some are stored in a sealed zone. Herta uses that place to welcome visitors from across the stars, or to welcome members of the Genius Society. However, due to the Legion's invasion, it is no longer open to the public. And now There's much you don't know, but there is some I'm giving you my access. Stay vigilant to remember. Once you're back, come.
What would a sealed zone look like?
Buzz.
What's up?
Buzz. High permissions. Buzz main. Welcome. Fry. Welcome. Madam Ailey. That is.
The kindling for the phase flame is fascinating. Unfortunately, before the research could be completed, it vanished. I've initiated new attempts. The growth status of the two samples this time is promising. I incorporated personal taste preferences into the concept, but I'm uncertain about the outcome of such an action. They simultaneously possess two sets of emotional traits. They are at once cute, weak, sentimental, and sensitive, yet are also fierce, instigating, demanding, and confident. Interestingly, they also possess a kind of inclination, a yearning for their creator. It manifests as a natural, inherent emotion, similar to that of a baby towards its mother. Life towards sustenance, or the peculiar bond between humans.
Huh? What's that sound out there? this is the... It's just a...
I'm not too much. Why?
What's that noise? I need to find a place.
Receive divinity. The dead return!
Ready for another? Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Ouch!
Blade of Moonlight. Do not concern yourself with the outcome.
The final days that member number 23 at Chas. I'm now certain life can exist in these life forms. I'm starting to feel lost. Life is countless. The patterns of all ever since I was a child. I wish to discover. I thought of one life.
Sounds fit. Stay here for a bit. Did something just...
Hidden room. Buzz. Permission selected from this function.
Is this?
I thought of one life, and that is, I cannot come scholars at first. However, of course, there was hazy Ron. It is a logical bill. Her turn. I must hurry my work.
Permission granted. Select from the permission.
That sound's coming from...
Danger.
Huh? There's someone in the distance.
Here, a genius move. And
will you counter it? Only an idiot would ask such a question. Just move this here. You look distressed. Something the matter? If that's the case, you better get thinking.
Are you waiting for a sign? Time is ticking. Descend via the elevator. What you seek is there. Have you considered whether the answer to your question will be of any relevance to our current predicament? If a question is of no help, then don't ask it. Time is clearly precious to the both of us. Never mind. Allow me to clarify something. I know exactly who you are, and I'm aware you are in Ron May's employ. This was not my intended destination. I just happened to find my way here during my visit and saw what she was up to. My goals are roughly aligned with yours. Since you're here, I won't intercede, but should you fail, I will be forced to prevent some avoidable misfortunes. That's all you need to know. Just 2 paragraphs. Very effective communication. I can't stand discourtesy, even when it comes from myself. The real Ron May's creation is hidden in the giant incubator below us. Go. Take the elevator and bear witness to this genius masterpiece.
Station has an area this big? An emanator of propagation clone? How can that be?
Now. Evil's begun. You paid for that. Commencing support. Inputting commands. Whoa. Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for good old counterattack!
Fleeting light, roaring flood. All will be revealed. In lunar flame! A blade of moonlight.
1,000 wonders to raise your spirits. Good omens. Fight as one! Yeah!
Nowhere to run!
Receive divinity.
Better late than never.
Eternal sleep. The dead return! Repay. You chose the wrong enemy.
Ready for death?
Seize the moment. Ready for another?
I'll see you all.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
He'll destroy the space station.
Welcome, customers. Enemy targets detected.
All will be revealed in lunar flame. Blade of moonlight.
You chose the wrong enemy. Eternal sleep. The dead return! Nothing major.
Better late than never. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. 1,000 wonders to raise your spirits. Fight is one! Let's be friends.
All will be revealed in lunar flame.
The creature was unable to sustain its own existence and vanished as if it had never been born. The threat is over. Time to get going.
Is it over? I need to get some answers out of Ronmei.
The meeting of geniuses is over. As for the future of the simulated universe, that conclusion isn't important. What's important is your task. You look upset, correct? I regret my actions. There's no defending what I've done. I made a clone, but it doesn't hold a candle to the emanator. Exactly as predicted. Restrained by time and place, its code of life could only be considered an incomplete attempt. I managed to replicate the moment it was born. However, it would soon disappear and be reduced to particles. Like every living being, it inevitably faced its demise. However... and it was a minuscule step. Just... Indeed. This is how I keep the distractions at bay. I have to admit that research once made me obsessive. I must admit, I'm not fond of scenarios where everything aligns perfectly with my expectation. That's where the joy lies. Even the most predictable storylines can have their pleasant surprises. I have to admit that these little ones born in the process sometimes move me. I see a human-like response in them. It is a concept completely opposite to that of divinity. They have emotions. Emotions may be either positive or negative. However, the love rooted in the depths of their heart is eternal and unchanging. They're still a long way from becoming geniuses, and are therefore unable to discern whether this love is one of friendship, romance, or familial love. That being said, can even geniuses tell the difference? I cannot, at least. I do not understand what love is, and cannot respond to their feelings. Do you believe my actions were wrong? There's no need to tell me or do I seem irresponsible. The effects of the anti-truths, after all. Over time, if I do not want a secret, it won't take effect immediately. Perhaps you'll remember someone that way. It will make our lives... I believe you. Screwlum will stay on the space station for a while longer. Do you still remember the no man's land I mentioned? I'm considering a solo trip back there during my research downtime. Just to see how things are. I miss member number 50. I hope I won't meet member number 4 Polka Kakamond. That would be quite troublesome. Who knows when the next gathering of geniuses will be? If fate allows and you're interested, upon our next meeting, we could journey to No Man's Land and traverse its tranquil glaciers. Though I suppose it wouldn't be No Man's Land anymore.